So Bitcoin has just broken up in a crazy way. We're currently at $55,000 per Bitcoin. I predicted this on the 1st of October when Bitcoin was still at 44,000. You can go and look at that video. And we are now at the first target that I said we were going to hit, 55,000. So in this video, let's take a look at the chart and let's look at what that tells us for what lies ahead potentially this month and the next couple months. What's up guys, Dirk here from intelligentcryptocurrency.com. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, click the notification bell so you do get future updates. If you want me to send you an email every time I upload a video, get on my email list. It's the first link in the description down below. So real quick, before we get into today's content, it is the 7th of October. Next week, I am closing the doors to new members for my Intelligent Cryptocurrency membership, simply because I believe we are heading towards the last phase, like I just said. And this means that if the cycles repeat in the same way as in 2017, so far they are very, very similar. That means we could see a huge blow of top. Everything goes parabolic in the next few months. And after that, we see a cycle peak top. I believe that could be the end of the bull run. We could see a massive crash, 80 or 90% after that. And like is the norm in any crypto market cycle, this has happened before over and over, and not just in crypto, in any markets. Most people, most retail investors only get interested in that asset when there is peak euphoria at the very top of the cycle before it crashes, and most people get absolutely wrecked that way. So I can see this coming and I want to avoid that, at least for anyone who signs up to Intelligent Cryptocurrency. That is why I'm closing the doors next week. So there's still about a week to join. It is the second link in the description down below. There's a full 60-day money-back guarantee. So sign up, come and check it out, go through everything, see if it's for you. If not, you can get a full refund. But after next week, you're not going to be able to join, and I'm not going to reopen until after this bull market is done, until we get a decent crash. So probably only going to reopen sometime middle of 2022, or maybe even later than that. So if you want to join us before the doors close, second link in the description down below. Come and hang out with us. There's over 1,100 of us. I'm in the Discord every single day. Get direct access to me and all the other members. Second link in the description down below. Alright, so Bitcoin is currently trading at $55,000, and at the beginning of the month, as always, I make a prediction video, what I think is going to happen. I'm not going to replay that for you now, but you can go and look at this yourself. I will link to it up here if you're watching on YouTube, or in the description down below. When Bitcoin was at $44,000 on the 1st of October, I said the upside target could be $55,000 to $60,000 this month. It is a week in and we just hit that pretty much yesterday. We're still at that level, $55,000. Now we'll go look at the chart in a second, but you can see over here also just over a week ago the markets were getting very fearful when once again we were around the $40,000 level. I made this video here by the fear. Again, the sentiment proved to be a very good indicator. I said the fear and greed index was looking very bearish. There was a lot of bearish sentiment on my social media feed on Twitter. People were saying, hey, this is over. 53K was the complacency rally. We're in a bear market. We're going lower. And we exceeded that 53K. So it can't be the complacency shoulder anymore. Let's go take a look at the chart. And the reason why I'm just emphasizing this again is because this is such a helpful way of looking at the markets. Look at the sentiment. When the sentiment is incredibly bearish, when it is incredibly fearful, that is usually a good sign that we are about to reverse. The opposite is true too. When things get euphoric, when everyone is greedy and things just keep going up, that is a good time to start looking at exiting markets or hedging yourself, because usually that is the time for a short-term reversal. That's going to be important to remember as we go in these next few weeks, next few months. If things start going parabolic, everything is incredibly greedy and euphoric, remember that is usually a time when it is close to a reversal. Okay, this is the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the daily time frame. We're at 55,000 US dollars, and you can see we've had this huge run up. So first we had this rally from 29K to 53K. It got rejected here. There's an important resistance over here, very strong. There's a lot of activity here. It sold off. Okay, last month we had a little bounce, sold off even more, and this created so much fear over here in this area. But if you look, this was a massive support over here in this zone, this zone, this zone, this zone over here, and we did not go through below it. If we would have broken below this and closed below it, it would have probably been a pretty bad picture for the bull market. But this held as support and we bounced off it. And this is pretty much where I made that video about the sentiment being super fearful. And from there we had a huge bounce. Now we did not only just bounce, we also made big progress on the technical structure of the chart, because what we have now is we have a low, we have a high. Now we have a higher low over here, which is a bullish structure, and we have a higher high, which means we are currently back in a bullish trend. That is the criteria for a bullish trend, right? It's higher lows and higher highs, and that is what is happening here so far. So we have the low, we have the high, we have a higher low, and we have a higher high. Now we broke through this overhead resistance, very important. This was important, and we didn't just break through it, we absolutely blasted through it, we smashed through it. We also broke through the previous high of 53K. So the bears who were saying that we were in a bull trap and that we were in a return to normal complacency rally, that is not the case anymore. So the theory was, hey, this was the high, it dropped down, a complacency rally, and we're going to go lower. That is obviously now being completely invalidated, because yes, we sold off here, but now we passed that point. And we are now at a point where the bearish case is actually getting very flimsy. They're literally hanging on to a silk thread that is about to snap at any point, where there's absolutely no more argument left for the bearish case. So as soon as we get back above the previous highs, the whole bear market argument that we get a lower high is completely invalidated. At that point, there's nothing left to be said. Anyone who has been short is going to be wrecked, and at that point, people have a choice. Well, either they're going to sit on the sidelines and watch it continue going higher, or people are going to start FOMOing in, because they now see, hey, the bear market case is absolutely invalidated. The price went from 30K to 65K, maybe 70K, and people are going to start FOMOing back in if they are not exposed, or if they sold, or if they were short and they got liquidated. People are still shorting this all the way up, and if this continues higher, they are going to get liquidated. Now, we aren't in the clear just yet. We are at 55,000. Like I've explained, it is looking good. But what I'd like to see now is I'd like to see this 53K flip to support, right? So maybe we see a pullback, and then an attempt at 59K, and then a break through it, and then we are in the clear for new all-time highs and a possible parabolic blow of top in the next several months. Another possibility also is that from 55K we go straight up to 59 or 60K, we come back down to test 53K, and then we can crack it, break through it, and then we are off to new all-time highs. So the rest of this month is going to be very interesting. Like I said, I want to see this 53K level. If that becomes support on the next pullback, that is going to be very bullish. And then I think we are set to break the all-time highs and go to new all-time highs. There's also a lot of rumors about a potential ETF approval sometime in October or November. Obviously, if that happens, well, that might actually be a really good catalyst to break the previous highs, to break the 60K resistance and the 65K all-time high, get through there and finally start the run up. Because once we get to those new all-time highs, right, and we get into price discovery mode, I think there's going to be crazy FOMO. You can see it everywhere on news headlines. And the people who've been thinking, hey, the bull market was over due to this crash in May, June, July, and they still don't believe it. They're still in disbelief. They're still thinking it's going to fail. Once it gets past 65K and we get into price discovery, I think a lot of people are just going to start FOMO buying all the way up, and then it's a good chance that things are going to get very crazy and we're going to get our blow off top. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Are we going to get an ETF approval this month or next month? Is Bitcoin going to break the all-time high of 65K this year before the end of the year? Let us know in the comments. I would love to know. And if you can, smash that like button. Please do so. Give it a thumbs up. It really helps the video get out to more people. That's just how the algorithm works. And finally, just a last reminder, I will be closing the doors to Intelligent Cryptocurrency next week on October 15th. So you've got about a week left to join. It is the second link in the description down below. You get access to everything, all my courses, the tutorials, the newsletter. I just published the latest one for this month today. It was actually 52 pages. You get access to our private members only forums. You get access to our Discord group. There's over 1,100 of us in the Discord group, in the forums. You get access to me personally too. And all of that is available with a 60-day money-back guarantee. But the doors will close next week on October 15th. So come and sign up. It is literally a no-brainer. It works out to be like the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks a day if you calculate the membership fee on a daily basis. It's really cheap for the value that you get. There's a complete money back guarantee, so it's an absolute no-brainer. Second link in the description down below. Come and join us, and I will see you on the inside. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.